told Volkanovski, get ready to tap out. Now, tapping out Volkanovski seems like a very hard thing to do, but I thought it was an interesting comment. It was very simple, like in the world of trash talk or the world of interesting talk or the world of hype, this would be low cannon fodder, but get ready to tap out. I think of Topuria as a striker. That's just what I think of him as. And he kind of just jumped on my radar. I mean, when he became Mr. Water Bottle is when he jumped on my radar. And I never called him Mr. Water Bottle to tease him. Ilia Topuria is a hard name to say. Not now. Not now that we all know it, but it was a difficult name at one point. And I thought of him as a striker, so I went and looked up his record. It's a beautiful record, by the way. But he started off as a Greco-Roman wrestler, at least until he was like 15 years old. And he did this from the country of Georgia. And to put that in perspective for you, think of Giga, who fought over the weekend. Giga's a striker from Georgia, but Topuria, who's also a striker, but he started as a grappler in Georgia, and I can tell you, as a Greco-Roman wrestler, it's a very good program over there. And he does have a whole slew of submissions. Like, his ground game is very impressive, and the fact that he thinks not only can he beat Volk, but that he can tap Volk, I do think is interesting. And I don't think it's hype. Topuria has been letting us in on his level of confidence for a period of time now. And he worked his way and became the #1 contender. It turned out that he was right. It turned out, what is confidence, right? Confidence means he thinks he can win. Confidence means he thinks he's really good, like he believes in himself. Well, it turned out he was right. There's no other way to become the #1 contender, right? It's a very interesting thing. Why is he going to tap him out? What kind of a threat is that? Like, nobody is scared to tap out. There is a fear of being knocked out. There is a fear of being TKO'd. Like, there's a tremendous sense of being taken down and pinned up against the fence, and there's nothing you can do, and you're just getting wailed on. But what is the threat in tapping out? And why is he going to tap out? I'm just asking the question. I mean, when a guy tells me he's going to go and finish a fight, I don't hear you're going to finish a fight. I don't hear you're more dominant. I don't hear that you can have your way with a guy. I hear you're not in shape to go 25 minutes. That's what I hear. I'm going to finish the fight, or I have to finish the fight. It just means I'm not in shape to go 25 minutes, and I don't think that's the situation with Ilia Topuria, but I don't have a whole lot to work with here. He said, get ready to tap out. Like, if this was the movies, you've got G, and then you've got PG, and you've got PG-13. I've actually never seen a G-rated movie. I've never even seen a movie that's rated G. I know that's a rating, but they always put them at PG. Always. Like, nothing gets a G rating. Get ready to tap out, we get a G rating. But what does it mean? Does it mean your submission game is so much better than Volkanovski's? Because you're also declaring that your submission game is better than Max Holloway's. You're declaring that your submission game is better than Brian Ortega's. You're declaring that your submission game is better than Yuri Rodriguez's. You're declaring that your submission game is better than Islam Makhachev's. Because they couldn't tap him out. And that, to me, would be more interesting. That, to me, would be an actual claim. I'm better than Islam. I would like that. I would listen to that. I'm the biggest threat, and here's why. I would like that. I would listen to that. It just seemed like this one was kind of light. And I am wondering why Topuria is going so light. He's equipped with the ability to spew venom. I mean, when he was mad at Patty the Batty, he was putting out some of the great hot takes ever. To the point that the theory that Patty the Batty is being protected, like, nothing was more obvious that he was being protected than Topuria trying to fight him and there being absolutely no dialogue in that direction. It was interesting. That's all I'm sharing for you. And Volk came out 2 weeks ago, closer to about 9 days ago, said, I'll fight Topuria. Topuria's next. Only because I don't feel like waiting around for Islam, but Topuria is next. But he needs to be out there talking and hyping it up. I love it. And Volk wasn't saying that tongue-in-cheek. He knows where his own weaknesses are. He will bring the belt. He will bring the skills. He will bring a couple of different countries with him. He'll bring a #1 pound for pound ranking with him. He'll bring all those things. You bring the attention. That's just not something he is equipped with. And we got nothing back, and then when we finally did, we found out that he should be ready to tap out. Like, let's say he said that to me. Just for example, he tells me to be ready to tap out. How do I get ready? If I'm going to Disneyland, I will pack a bag. And I'm staying overnight, so now I'm going to bring a toothbrush in that bag, and I'm going to bring some toothpaste, and I'm going to have some deodorant so I can look nice. I like to wear a belt. I'm going to have a couple of different pairs of socks. Like, there's a way that I can get ready. I can pack a bag. I can get ready. If I have a test coming up, and I know the subject matter, I can go study that subject matter. I can get ready. How do I get ready to tap out? What do I do? How do I get ready for that? Is it something along these lines? I could be using my right hand. You could also get me with the left. Let me get this hand. I don't think you have to do any of those things. I think you're just ready. You can even yell it. Hey, Herb Dean, get him off of me. Like, there's a lot of things that... How do you get ready to tap out? And what if it is a verbal tap? Maybe it's a verbal tap. Maybe so you got to get ready. Tap! I feel like I could get ready for that really fast. I feel like I'm ready right now. Maybe I should fight Volkanovski.